Sometimes love begins with pressure. Sometimes destiny arrives wrapped in family honor, hidden secrets, and impossible choices. And sometimes, the marriage you never wanted becomes the story you can't forget. In today's video, we're counting down the top 9 most intense forced marriage Turkish drama series of 2025. Stories filled with power, tradition, revenge, and emotional battles that will keep you watching till the end. So let's begin. Number 9. Kızıl Goncalar, Red Roses. This drama revolves around Meryem, a woman who was forced into marriage at the age of 14 within a strict religious sect. Now, years later, she fights desperately to save her daughter Zeynep from suffering the same fate, being married off to the sheikh's grandson. With the help of her sister-in-law, who once escaped the sect herself, Meryem realizes she must run before the community claims her daughter. To support her plan, she secretly begins working as a caretaker in the home of Levent, a secular psychiatrist willing to help her. Despite their opposite beliefs, Meryem and Levent are pulled toward each other emotionally, complicating a life already filled with fear and danger. When shocking truths about Zeynep's identity come to light, the story turns into a battle for freedom, motherhood, and survival. To witness how a mother fights destiny itself, watch this drama. Number 8. Sahipsizler, The Abandoned Ones. This series follows 6 siblings, Aziz, Kamo, Zeliher, Fidan, Samet, and Balim, whose lives collapse when they suddenly lose both parents. Their tragedy begins long before, rooted in the forbidden love story of their parents, Barlar and Arfart, who escaped a powerful and obsessive family in Mardin. Despite starting a peaceful life deep in the forest, the past returns when Yavuz, the man who once kidnapped Barlar, finds them and destroys everything. The siblings flee to Istanbul, where danger follows them at every step as they try to survive and stay united. Inside this emotional storm, the older siblings must grow up quickly to protect the younger ones, all while carrying secrets that could tear them apart. Number 7. Uzak Sihi, Distant City. The story revolves around Ali Alabora, who travels to Mardin with her husband's coffin and her 5-year-old son to fulfill his final wish. But what looks like a farewell becomes the beginning of a painful imprisonment. The powerful Alabora clan refuses to let her return home with her child. Cihan Alabora, the head of the tribe, shows no sympathy and blocks every path Ali tries to take. Caught between old secrets, harsh traditions, and buried truths, Ali finds herself trapped in a world where escape seems impossible, and where her late husband's family becomes her greatest enemy. Number 6. Kumar, The Second Wife. Set in eastern Turkey, this drama follows Silan, who has been falsely accused of murder. Her life takes a tragic turn when she becomes the Kumar, the second wife of Karen, the man she loves, but who is also the brother of the murdered man she's blamed for killing. Entering this marriage drags her into heavy tribal responsibilities, suffocating traditions, and emotional torment. Silan fights to prove her innocence, protect her dignity, and win the affection of her husband while navigating a family divided by pain and suspicion. To see how love tries to survive under the weight of tradition, watch this drama. Number 5. Ceylan, The Bride. This drama centers on Hanser, a young woman who grew up as an orphan and learned early how to fight life's harshness. Her only family is her sick younger brother, whom she is determined to save. When the wealthy Mukadir notices Hanser's beauty, she chooses her as a bride for her son Cihan, insisting that he must continue the family bloodline with a son. Though Hanser dislikes the idea, she agrees to the arranged marriage to pay for her brother's medical treatment. When she enters the mansion, she discovers that Baser, Cihan's ex-wife, still lives there, and every room hides a secret, a memory, or a wound. Her new life becomes a maze of jealousy, control, and buried truths. Number 4. Gözleri Karadeniz, Eyes of the Black Sea. This story is based on Oli, a principled sea captain returning home after a long journey. But instead of peace, he finds danger waiting for him. He unintentionally interferes with the criminal operations of his half-brother Mehmet, which drags him into a deadly conflict with his powerful father Osman, the man who once abandoned him. Ali also crosses paths with Guns, who is now tied to this troubled family in unexpected ways. Loyalties break, secrets rise, and bloodlines collide in a world where survival demands sacrifice. Number 3. Harlef, Kokelrin Sars, Call of the Roots. This drama follows Serhad, a brilliant surgeon who escapes his tribal destiny and builds a modern life in Istanbul. There, he meets Melik, falls deeply in love, and secretly marries her without telling his family. But when he is forced to return home, everything collapses. Serhad finds himself once again in the middle of two rival families and suffocating traditions. His family insists that he must marry Hildur to end the ongoing feud. Trapped between the woman he loves and the legacy he once rejected, Serhad must choose between heart and heritage. Number 2. Vilayet, the Heir. This drama revolves around Zulfikar Castle, once the king of the bus station, who is now slowly losing his power. Instead of choosing his own son as his heir, he searches for someone else, and destiny brings him Taimu, a young man drowning in his late father's debts. Taimu is forced to take on the identity of Zafer Karsel and even act as the husband of Zafer's wife, Reyhan. What starts as a lie becomes a dangerous reality, especially inside the mansion where secrets rule every corner. Two strangers become prisoners of the same fate, fighting for survival, truth, and forbidden love. Number 1. Yal Sapkin, the Kingfisher. At the top of our list is the worldwide hit Yal Sapkin. The story revolves around Halis AA, the head of the Korhan family, who controls a massive jewelry empire. Despite having sons and grandsons working under him, he makes every major decision. His youngest grandson Ferit is irresponsible, carefree, and recently returned from abroad. Tired of Ferit's reckless lifestyle, Halis AA orders his daughter-in-law Ifrikat to find a good bride for him. The news reaches Kazmares' mansion, where his only hope of gaining wealth rests on his beautiful daughters, Suner and Seren. This forced marriage setup opens the door to love, chaos, betrayal, and a storm that neither family ever expected. So these were the top 9 intense forced marriage Turkish drama series of 2025. If you enjoyed this list, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Turkish drama videos with English subtitles. Thank you so much for watching.